Good morning, girls. Let us discuss about business cycle, theories of business cycle. Okay. Some of the most important theories of business cycle are as follows: monetary theory, overinvestment theory, Schumpeter's theory, Keynes theory, Samuelson theory, and Hicks theory. These are the different theories of business cycle. Which are the monetary theory, overinvestment theory, Keynes theory, multiplier accelerator, Samuelson theory, and Hicks theory. Okay, let us see in detail these different theories of business cycle. Different theories of business cycle are shown in the figure. Theories of business cycle can be classified under six sets, which are the pure monetary theory, monetary or investment theory, Schumpeter's theory, Keynes theory, multiplier accelerator theory, and Hicks theory. Now let us go on to the first theory of business cycle, that is pure monetary theory. The traditional business cycle theories takes into consideration the monetary and credit system of an economy to analyze the business cycle. Therefore, theories developed by these traditional theories are called monetary theory of business cycle. So, the traditional business cycle theorists like Hartree. Okay, Hartree is the name of an economist who has taken the monetary and credit system of an economy to analyze business cycle. According to them, it is the monetary and credit system of an economy which will influence the business cycle. Therefore, theories developed by these traditional theories are called monetary theory of business cycle. That's why it is called as monetary theory of business cycle. The monetary theory states that the business cycle is a result of changes in monetary and credit market conditions. So, according to monetary theories, business cycle is a result of changes in the monetary and credit market conditions of an economy. Hartree, the main supporter of this theory, advocated that business cycles are the continuous phases of inflation and deflation. According to him, changes in an economy takes place due to changes in the flow of money. So, the main advocate of monetary theory of business cycle is Hartree. According to him, business cycle are the continuous phases of inflation and deflation. Okay, that is, business cycle is resulted from inflation and deflation. According to him, changes in an economy takes place due to changes in the flow of money. So, the flow of money will determine the changes in the economy. So, these changes will ultimately lead to the business cycle of the economy. For example, when there is an increase in money supply, there would be increase in prices, profit, and total output. As we know, that is, if there is an increase in the money supply, what is money supply? The money available in the economy. When the money available in the economy increases, there would be increase in price, profit, and total output. Prices will increase, profit will increase, total output will increase. This results in the growth of an economy. What will happen when price increases, profit increases, and total output of the economy increases? When all these increases, it will ultimately lead to the growth of an economy. On the other hand, a fall in the money supply will result in decrease in prices, profit, and total output, which would lead to decline in the economy. Suppose money supply decreases, what will happen? When money supply decreases, the prices, profit, and total output will also decline, which will lead to the decline in the economy. Apart from this, Autry also advocated that the main factor that influences the flow of money is credit mechanism. So, according to Autry, it is the monetary system and the credit system which will influence the business cycle of an economy. In economy, the bank system plays an important role in increasing the money flow by providing credit. So, according to him, in an economy, the banking system plays a very important role in increasing the money flow by providing credit. The money flow in the economy, the money supply can be increased by banks. Okay, how? By providing loans. Okay, an economy shows growth when the volume of bank credit increases. So, an economy will grow when the volume of bank credit increases. When the volume of bank credit increases, the money supply in the economy increases. When the money supply increases, price increases, profit increases, and output increases, which will ultimately lead to the economic growth of the country. Okay. This increasing growth continues till the volume of bank credit increases. So, this economic growth will continue until the credit given by the bank increases. Bank offer credit facilities to individuals or organizations due to the fact that banks find it profitable to provide credit on easy terms. So, bank will offer credit facilities to individuals and organizations. Why? Because it is profitable for them. The easy availability of funds from banks help organizations to perform various business activities. So, when credit available on time, when money, when the organizations on time, they can perform various business activities. This leads to increase in the various investment opportunities, which further leads to deepening and widening of capital. Apart from this, credit provided by the banks on easy terms helps organizations to expand their production, which will finally lead to the economic growth of the country. Okay, when bank gave credit to the business organizations, they can use that funds for productive activities, which will increase investment, and investment opportunities will be enhanced, and the capital accumulation will increase, which will ultimately lead to the increase in production and economic growth of the country. When organization increases its production, the supply of its products also increases to a certain limit, isn't it? When the production increases, the supply of products increases. After that, the rate of increase in demand of products is market is higher than the rate of increase in supply. So, when production increases, supply increases. When supply increases, when demand is higher than supply, the price will increase. Therefore, credit expansion helps in expansion of economy. This is how the expansion of credit will helps in the growth of an economy. On the contrary, when economic condition is reversed, when bank starts withdrawing credit from market or stop lending money. Suppose bank withdraws money from the public. Okay, what will happen? Which will lead to the failure of an economy or decline in the progress of the economy. This is because of the reason that the cash reserves of banks are washed out due to the following reasons. Bank will withdraw credit from the people when the cash reserves of the banks are not enough. Okay. Increase in loans and advances provided banks, reduction in inflow of deposits, withdrawal of deposits for better investment opportunities. For all these reasons, the cash reserves in a bank can be washed out. So, under such situations, banks will withdraw credit from the people. When banks stop providing credit, it reduces investment of businessmen. This leads to decrease in the demand for consumer and capital goods prices. Consumption This marks the symptom of recession. Okay. So this is about monetary theory of business cycle. The monetary theory of business cycle is developed by Hartree or supported by Hartree, a famous economist. According to him, the monetary and credit policy of an economy plays a very important role in determining the business cycle of an economy. So according to him, business cycle is another phase of inflation and deflation. Okay, when there is an inflation, the business cycle may on the upper side. When there is a deflation, the economy may be under depression. Okay, and according to him, credit policy also plays a decisive role in the business cycle of an economy. When there is when the bank gives credits to enterprises or organizations, they will use that funds or they will use that credit for some productive activities which will lead to increase the production as well as investment opportunities, which will lead to the accumulation of capital in the economy. Okay, this capital accumulation further leads to the economic growth of the economy. Okay, suppose bank withdraws credit from the people or organizations. Under such circumstances, the money supply in the economy will be not enough. The demand may be very few, and the prices will be less, profit will be less, output production will be less. All this will leads to a decline in the economic growth of the country, which leads to the recession. Okay, so this is about the monetary theory of business cycle. Now let us see the criticisms leveled against the monetary theory of business cycle. Regard business cycle as monetary phenomenon, that is not true. Apart from monetary factors, several non-monetary factors such as new investment demands, cost structure, and expectations of businessmen can also produce changes in economic activities. According to Hartree, it is the monetary phenomenon. What business cycle is a monetary phenomenon, but criticizers argue that it is not the monetary phenomenon. It is not the monetary phenomenon the only factor which will determine business cycle. So many other non-monetary factors also helps in determining the business cycle of an economy. Okay, this is the first criticism. Then it describes only expansion and recession phases and fails to explain the intermediary phases of business cycle. I hope all of you have studied phases of business cycle. There are 4 phases of business cycle. Here he is concerned with only 2 phases, that is recession and depression, expansion and recession phases. The intermediary phases has been omitted. Okay, then next he assumes that businessmen are more sensitive to interest rate. That is not true, rather they are more concerned about future opportunities. Hartree assumes that businessmen are more sensitive to the interest rate. That is, they will react very much to the interest rate. When interest rate increases, they will react accordingly. Okay, that is not true. Rather, they are more concerned about future opportunities. So these are the criticisms leveled against monetary theory of business cycle. Okay, first, what is monetary theory of business cycle? First of all, you have to know what is a business cycle. Business cycle means 4 phases through which an economy passes. Okay, there are different theories of business cycle. There are 6 theories that we have to study in this syllabus. The first theory is monetary theory of business cycle, which is being supported by and developed by Hartree. According to him, it is the monetary and credit monetary and credit factors will determine the phases of business cycle. Business cycle is one of the phase of inflation and deflation. Then banks will give credit, which will lead to increase production, investment, all that, which will further lead to expansion of an economy. When bank withdraws credit, what happens? Everything will go down and economy will face a situation of recession. Okay, this is about monetary theory of business cycle. Okay, so let me wind up the session. See you in the next class. Okay, thank you.